Today we're going to take a look at variables and equations. In particular, an equation is when you have an equal sign between two expressions. So an example of an equation would be something like x plus 6 is equal to 14. A solution is a value for the variable or variables that makes the equation true. So, for example, if I told you x equals 8 for the above equation that x plus 6 is equal to 14, I could check and see if this was truly the solution by saying, does 8 plus 6 equal 14? And it in fact does. But if I were to ask you, is x equal 3 the solution? Does 3 plus 6 equal 14? 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 does not equal 14. So I would say, no, this is not a solution. When writing expressions, it's important to know what key terminology are. So anytime I talk about addition, I talk about adding. I talk about increasing by or increased by. I talk about more than. I talk about a sum. So these are some key words that mean addition. For subtraction, I can talk about minus or subtracted by or subtracted from. I can talk about less than. I can talk about decreased by, and as well as the difference. One caution about subtraction is that subtracted from, less than, and decreased by. If I want to talk about x minus 6, or the difference of x and 6, it's written this way. When I talk about subtracted from, less than, decreased by, I'm sorry, not decreased by. I'll erase that. Okay, that was incorrect of mine. Okay, I will say 6 subtracted from x. 6 less than x. Okay. For multiplication, I'm talking about multiplied by. I'm talking about the product. Okay. If I say doubled, it means times 2. If I say tripled, it is times 3. And then for division, division is divided by. It's the quotient. It could also be split into. So for example, if I talk about 20 kids split into 5 groups, you do 20 divided by 5 to get 4 people per group. And last but not least, when we talk about solving equations, we're going to go through the formal steps coming up. But if I give you the sum of x and 4 is equal to 10, you should be able to tell me what's x. X is equal to 6. Without just using your mental math skills and thinking, what plus 4 equals 10? Well, 6 plus 4 equals 10. So always think about kind of the x as what? What plus 4? 4 divided by what equals 2? Well, the what has to be 2. So the variable kind of takes that phrase of what.